Morning. Had to get away from my Wi-Fi because I didn't want it to break up. And then, let's see. Trying to do it from my phone. We'll see. Copy. Seeing if I can. My viewer comment. Okay. I don't see how to get move to tab, copy. Sorry, back. All right, so I'll just do my thoughts this way. I had a blast last night. I have to go into work because I was asked to help out. They were short-staffed today. I originally wasn't supposed to work, but I woke up this morning after finally going to bed, and I'm just thinking about, first of all, what a new wrinkle. That was fun. It was cool to have my thoughts rejiggered around the movie, and yeah, I didn't see Ethan come on. I was kind of hoping he would. I don't know. My brain's moving slow. I was actually telling some of the kids that I work with yesterday how as I'm losing my hair, my brain's getting smoother. Somehow I think last night, though, I got a new wrinkle. So thanks, Ezra. And Matt C. I think that was the first time I had a conversation with him, although I've seen him around. Not so much lately, but I've seen him around over the years. So I don't really know what else to say. I was kind of hoping to be able to have a space for other folks to jump on that maybe didn't get on the other one. Like I said, I thought Ethan would jump on. I don't have a way to do the thing, but yeah, I guess I just wanted to say thank you, and that being able to, the way I described it to my wife this morning was it was like a book club, but for a movie. It was like all planned out, because I asked her if she watched it. She's much more of an 80s movie fan than I am. I would say just in general, she's more movies than I am. I've gotten out of movies since I was basically in college. I didn't have time to commit even an hour and a half or 2 hours to a movie because I was spending so much time studying and working. And when I did eventually have my time again, we were doing stuff. We were out and about, running around, shooting pool, hanging out with people. And then YouTube came on, and I figured I can learn, because I like watching stuff like the History Channel before they went all, crazy TV. I don't even know what you call it, like They call it reality TV, but, well, there's a thought. Reality TV, and by so much of the culture paying attention to it, now you kind of see it everywhere. It does matter what you pay attention to. And, it was conversations like last night that I feel like when I was on the other side of the screen watching people participate in the back and forth, like, I was able to pull something out of that and be able to put it into my life, into all the different roles and hats that I wear, that it's been a benefit. So I hope that last night does that for somebody. I guess too, I thought about this morning my exchange with Skank, and if I caused any offense, I do truly want to apologize. I was genuinely trying to understand the moniker behind it, much like when I was on with Ron, and kind of these sayings that we use all the time, and how you can get the context of things and understand what they mean, but don't really know kind of what they are. So I didn't mean any offense, Skank, if I did cause any. Yeah, but oftentimes my meant to be and my be don't always line up. So as I stumble through, I hope I didn't cause any offense, and if I did, I apologize for that. And yeah, so we're gonna put in this day 2 in the hospital. Fridays are usually a pretty busy day because the hospitals, they don't go on a skeleton crew, but resources come down for the weekend because, unlike robots, people need time off and time with their family. So we typically try to, get people out on a Friday. I always tell my wife, if I'm ever sick, don't take me to the hospital on a Friday night because I'm just going to probably sit there until Monday anyway. So it'll be a busy day, but they needed help. And I'll say this too. One thing I've learned doing this for 20 years, just because you're coming in to help doesn't mean it's going to be, you may get a few thank yous, but that doesn't mean that the brimstone and fire doesn't come pouring down. Yeah. So I'm obviously not reading the comments. If you guys are in there, I hope you guys are having a good chat. If anybody's jumping on, yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed that. So thanks for having me. And yeah, I think that's it. So I may end up, when I leave this thing, not be. This is my first time streaming on what is it, StreamYard, on my phone. So I may walk away from this, or maybe I just keep it going. I'm trying to think of it, because I've had a lot of thoughts flying through my head over the last few days. I got a video that comes out, I think, tomorrow night, and then I got one more in the chamber, as they say. That I don't know when I'll put out. I'll have to think about it. Sometime next week, likely. Right after the stream, somebody, a distant family member, reached out to me showed me some pictures of me and her when we were itty bitty. We must have been like one, maybe two. Probably two. I think I was up walking around by then. Like whole family pictures. She reached out, asked if they were me. My mom put together a scrapbook for all of us kids, actually, but she like held on to all this stuff that like we did in school. Like I have all my old report cards from school, bunch of pictures of us. There's a bunch of artwork in there from when I was a kid, because I used to have enough talent doing, because back in the day we had art class in school, and I guess I showed enough talent that I got some recognition for it when I was younger, but I never really explored it. I did try a couple times to do art, and I enjoy doing it. It's maybe one of the easiest ways I can get into the air quotes flow state is when I'm drawing. I do the best, though, not drawing directly from my imagination, but making a copy of things. And the way I learn to draw the best is really focusing on the direction of the lines of the things that I'm drawing, like all the way down to the fine detail, maybe in a deconstructionist kind of way, but really paying attention to like what direction, like flattening the three-dimensional down to a two, and then being able to translate that down. Whatever side of the brain that is, I can literally feel that, where I kind of come out of my analytical, procedural, normal state and get into a more wouldn't call it free, but it's definitely a different side of me that doesn't get exercised. As I've been watching all the guys do the literature and I thought maybe about doing something like that just for me, right? Not necessarily on this thing, but it would probably be a good exercise to kind of tap into that. You have a structure of the brain that connects the left side to the right side. Corpus callosum, I think is what it's called. Just fibrous tissue kind of stuff that's what they do when they do a lobotomy. They cut that thing so the left brain and the right brain don't talk to one another. Probably be a good idea to exercise that. Exploring new pathways is fun, dangerous, unknown. All right, I'm going to try to cut this off. I'm at a red light. Thanks, guys.